I used to think being ignored was better than being hated. At least if no one noticed you, you couldn't disappoint them. If you've ever felt invisible in a room full of people, stay with me. This story might feel a little too familiar. I grew up in a house where voices were loud, but none of them were ever calling my name. My brother was the pride. My sister was the favorite. And me? I was just there. Not in a bad way. Not in a good way either. Just existing between conversations that never included me. Dinner time was the worst. Everyone talked. Everyone laughed. Stories were shared. Jokes were thrown across the table. And I sat there, smiling at moments I didn't understand, laughing half a second too late, hoping just once someone would say, "What about you?" But they never did. So I stopped raising my hand. Stopped sharing my thoughts. Stopped telling anyone when something good happened or when something broke inside me. Because what's the point of speaking when no one is really listening? Around 1:30, something inside me changed. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just quietly, like a light dimming instead of turning off. I started disappearing before I even left the room. Have you ever done that? Been physically present, but mentally already gone? Tell me honestly, when was the last time someone truly listened to you? Years passed like that. Same house, same people, same silence wrapped in noise. Until one day, I didn't come home. Not because I was angry, not because I wanted revenge. I just wanted to know something. Would anyone notice? The first day, I kept checking my phone. Nothing. No missed calls. No messages. No, where are you? By the second day, I told myself they were just busy. By the third day, I stopped checking because deep down, I already knew the answer. At 3:00, everything shifted. Not in my life, but in theirs. Apparently, it wasn't my absence that scared them. It was what my absence revealed. My room stayed untouched. My chair at the table stayed empty. And slowly, the silence I had lived with for years started spreading through the house. No one filled it, because no one knew how. That's when they realized something painful. I wasn't quiet. I had just been quieted. Give this story a like if you've ever felt like your voice didn't matter. Because sometimes silence is not peace, it's pain in disguise. A week later, my phone rang. Not once, not twice, over and over again. Messages started flooding in. Where are you? Why didn't you tell us? We miss you. Miss me? That word felt strange. Heavy, like something that didn't belong to me. Because you can't miss something you never noticed in the first place. But here's the truth no one talks about. Sometimes people don't realize your value until your absence becomes their lesson. And sometimes you have to walk away, not to make them feel your pain, but to finally feel your own grief. I didn't go back immediately, not because I wanted to punish them, but because for the first time in my life, I was learning how to listen to myself, and what I heard was louder than anything they had ever said. Near the end, let me ask you something. If you disappeared today, who would truly feel it? And more importantly, why are you still waiting for others to see your worth? When you haven't fully seen it yourself, I did go back eventually, but not as the same person. I spoke more, not louder, just clearer. And when no one listened, I didn't shrink. I didn't disappear. I simply stopped staying where I wasn't valued. Because the truth is, being alone is not the worst thing in the world. Being unseen is. If this story touched something inside you, there's another story waiting for you. The one where someone finally chooses themselves. And maybe that someone is you. Thank you for being part of this journey at Emotional Pool.